Welcome to Story Lantern, where stories become gentle lights to guide your path. Tonight, I want to share with you a story that carries a timeless lesson, one that may change the way you see yourself and your life. Once upon a time, in a quiet forest, there lived a crow. But unlike the other birds, this crow was not at peace. He was restless, bitter, unhappy. Everywhere he went, people drove him away. They shooed him from their windows, waved their hands to scare him off their rooftops, and never offered him a single grain of food. The crow felt unloved, unwanted. Why was I born this way? He thought bitterly. Why does no one care for me? Perhaps death would be kinder than this miserable life. And so one day, the crow sat under a tree and wept. Not far away, beneath that same tree, sat a monk in deep meditation. Hearing the crow's cries, the monk opened his eyes and asked gently, "My friend, why are you crying so bitterly?" The crow poured out his sorrow. He spoke of rejection, of loneliness, of his longing to be something else, someone else. The monk listened patiently, then said, "Dear crow, the secret to peace is not to become someone else, but to learn to be content with what you already have." But the crow shook his head, tears streaming down his beak. "No, you don't understand. If I could only be another bird, then I would finally be happy." The monk thought for a moment, then smiled. "Very well, I will not argue. I have the power to transform you into whatever creature you wish. But before I do, I ask only this. Go and ask those birds you envy whether they are truly happy. Then return to me, and I shall grant your wish." The crow's eyes lit up with excitement. "Yes, I want to be a swan, pure, graceful, admired by all." And so he set off to find a swan. By the lake, a beautiful swan glided across the water. The crow approached timidly and asked, "Oh, swan, you are admired for your white feathers and graceful form. Surely you are the happiest of all birds?" The swan sighed. "Happy? No, my feathers are only white, so plain, so dull. I have no bright colors to charm the eye. If only I were like the parrot, painted in every shade of the rainbow, then I would be truly happy." The crow was surprised, but curious. He flew off to find the parrot. High in a mango tree, a parrot chirped cheerfully. Its feathers sparkled green, red, and yellow. The crow asked, "Parrot, you are colorful and loved by all. Surely you must be the happiest bird alive?" The parrot lowered its voice and whispered, "No, I live in fear. Because of my beauty, humans desire me. They trap me in cages. They sell me in markets. My colors bring me nothing but danger. If I could choose, I would rather be the peacock, for no one is more admired than him." The crow frowned, puzzled. Still, he flew to the royal gardens, where a peacock lived in a grand enclosure. The peacocks. There, hundreds of people crowded to watch the peacock dance. His feathers shimmered in the sunlight, blue, gold, green, magnificent. The crow approached and asked eagerly, "Peacock, you are adored by the world. Surely you are the happiest bird of all?" But the peacock's eyes were heavy with sadness. "You see these feathers? They are the reason I am not free. Men pluck them for decorations. They lock me in cages. They display me like a jewel. Every day I dream of freedom. And when I look at you, crow, I envy you most of all. You are the only bird no one seeks to trap or cage. You can soar across the skies wherever you wish. If only I were a crow, I would be free. And perhaps then I would truly be happy." The crow froze. His wings trembled. For the first time he understood. Returned, he flew back to the monk, no longer weeping, but smiling. "Master," he said softly, "I no longer wish to be anyone else, for I am blessed in ways I never saw before. From this day on I will live as myself, the crow who can fly freely, the crow who is free." The monk's eyes twinkled with wisdom. "And that," he said, "is the secret of happiness." And so the crow learned what many of us often forget. When we compare ourselves to others, we step into a prison of envy and sorrow. But when we accept ourselves and give thanks for what we have, we discover the freedom of true happiness. Remember this, there will always be someone richer, more beautiful, or more powerful than you. But if you live your life always comparing, you will never know peace. Happiness does not come from being someone else. It comes from being content with who you are. This is Story Lantern. May this light guide your path.